Yo, I know it's not Monday, but this is She Gets It Pod. Used to be She Gets It back in the day, but people don't know how to make their own names. So there's that. Okay, but this is She Gets It Pod. My name is Shan Poddin to be exact. You can find me at shanbypoddin.com. Shanby Poddin on Twitter, TikTok, IG. You know what I'm saying? Jam. Okay, She Gets a Pod on stereo. I am a podcaster. Okay. This is one of 6 shows that I do, and I'm daily on this thing. And if I'm not doing a podcast myself, I'm listening to one. And if I'm not listening to one, I'm talking to a podcaster or I'm reading up on podcasting. And I just think podcasting is a great way to get information without all the mouth work. So, yeah. So listen to what you want to listen to. I appreciate you listening to this podcast. You can also donate on Red Circle in the link in the show notes. I appreciate it. But a review will be nice too. You know what I'm saying? You could drop me a review on Apple. You could drop me a review on Spotify. You could drop me a review on Castbox. You could drop me a review on Podbean. Wherever you listen to podcasts, especially good pods, drop me a review and let me know what you think. Let me know what you felt from something I said. If I offended you, I want to know so I can be better. If you didn't like it, I want you to tell me what you didn't like about it. Like, be real. We have to become one with honesty because that is how we learn. That is how we get better. And I'm going to shut the hell up and press play. She's back. If y'all hearing this, I am back into my podcast room in my house. Oh my God. So my mom left today. My mom's been here since April of last year, y'all. I love my mom. I love her so much. But as your parents get older and they start to complain and their bodies start to change and their idea of, what it will take for X, Y, and Z. It's like little frustrating things happen. And I'm just like, sis, what's the problem? Okay, here's the solution. But if I do that, X, Y, and Z, and you just constantly have to hear the problem day after day after day after day, when you already gave them the keys to the peace. You know what I'm saying? So she's gone, but she left some stuff here, so I don't know if she's coming back. She's holding in information. I'm just like, sis, I can't. My mom has a very hard time of being direct with people about what she has going on, what she's trying to do, what she wants to do, what she's feeling, what she's thinking. And when your parents get close to their 70s, never feel like that can be worked on because they're not going to change. That's just who they are. So there's that. But I do have a bonus episode for y'all today. Y'all go get it through. All right. The girls are sleeping, so we can talk. So this came across my mind weeks ago, and I just said, let me write down the title and save it, and then I'll talk about it. But the idea that you meet someone, you develop a friendship. I feel like the best relationships are built on friendship first, period. I don't care if it turns into a better friendship or business or romantic. You have to have the foundation of, I respect you as a friend, as an individual first, right? And so imagine meeting somebody, getting to know them, becoming friends, seeing their family, they see your family, they know your likes and dislikes, you know theirs. They want to do X, Y, and Z in life, you want to do X, Y, and Z in life, right? and y'all decide to get into a relationship, and you're in the relationship and you're starting to see small things, and then you don't bring up the small things because you don't want to be negative. You focus on what's good. Then you start having discussions. Can I talk to you about something? Yeah, we could talk, or sit down here with me. Da, 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 da. And y'all start to exchange. Well, it would help me if you did X, Y, and Z. Or I don't like when you do this. Or my issue is when this is happening, that is happening. You don't do this, or you do this, and that bothers me. So that makes me do this and makes me react to this, right? Just regular relationship gripes. And then someone says, all right, I won't do that no more. Or, all right, I'll fix it. I'll do better. Okay, well, next time I know what to do. And then next time comes, right? The motherfucking next time comes. The next time comes and they still on their bullshit. They still doing shit that they know undermines you, gets under your skin, pisses you off, makes you feel a way after you took time to really discuss with them, hey, can we, next time not X, Y, and Z, or let's do this, or give me a heads up, blah, blah, blah. And they just don't. So a regular person, because I have to say it like this, not to be like, oh, I'm better than, but a regular person that would do the things that the quote unquote masses would do in a situation like that is have another conversation, right? Give them another chance, right? Because I did that already in past relationships, I don't have, let me give them the benefit of the doubt a second time after I already had that conversation with you already. I'm taking it as blatant disrespect. I'm taking it as you don't give a fuck. I'm taking it as fuck you and whatever the fuck I said. I was just saying that so you could get out my face. Because I've dealt with someone that'll me. Yeah. It's cool. And be on the same dumb shit. I've seen men in play of doing damage control and a week later back on their same shit. I've seen how my brothers react to women being irate, pissed off, feeling disrespected, feeling disregarded, feeling played with. And I'm here to tell you, they don't care. And a lot of people, as your relationship adds on years, they don't grow into who you're becoming, right? A lot of people stop growing into you at year 3, at year 5, at the 10-year mark. It's kind of like you're just that person that's just around. You're just that person that lives in my house. You're just that person that takes care of that in my life. You're just that person that just so happened to live here. You're just that person that I just so happen to have a kid with. You're just that person that I just work with now. I know, we've been doing this relationship type thing, but we didn't title it nothing. So you're just that. And let's say you're improving and you're growing and you think the person that you want to grow with notices it or gives a fuck about it. If y'all don't really have a discussion and talk about if that does matter, then let me tell you, it does not matter to them. It matters to you. And if that mattering, is that a word? It is today. If that mattering to you makes sense and is good enough, cool. But if that's not good enough for you, understand that they never grew into you. 1, because they never had plans to. 2, They were never interested in what you were before, who you're becoming, and what your goals are and where you're headed. And 3, they feel like they have summed you up and there's nothing else to know and you're not that interesting to them. And so it's very important that we start to evaluate people's responses, and not getting a response is also a response. We start to evaluate people's actions after we already had a conversation about something. Really check back in 2 weeks with people. And we really have to set our boundaries like, okay, I've been doing this with you for 3 years. This has to be done by this time. This has to change by this time, or let's just not do this. And really stick with that. Don't say that shit to scare somebody into doing something correctly. Don't say that shit to scare somebody into, oh, let me start respecting you now. There, in my opinion, because I can only speak for me, I can't speak for you. There is a threshold for how much disrespect I will sit back and watch, peep, put together that you thought you was smarter than the average bear on, before I just directly say, yo, I don't know what you want, but this is what I want. This is what I'm doing. However you feel about that, do with that. And that sometimes catches people off guard, because people will think just because you've already been doing it for X, Y, and Z time, you're going to continue to do it. Just because someone deeply cares about you, they're going to continue to deeply care about you no matter what bullshit they do. And that is not love. That is not commitment. That's called stupidity. Okay? That's called stupidity. It's like a toddler. When toddlers are walking around getting into shit and they get to that cabinet that has that childproof tab on it and they want to get into that damn cabinet, they're going to pull. They're going to try to stick their fingers through it. They're going to get frustrated. They're going to leave. They're going to come back and try it again. And let's say they do get in it, but you catch them in time before they hurt themselves or get any chemicals on them or in their body or on their eye or whatever, right? You discipline them. You let them know that they don't need to be in there. Y'all have a discussion. Y'all eye to eye with a toddler, you know what I'm saying? And you go on with your day. Tomorrow, if that child comes back in this bathroom and is at this cabinet again, because that child is a toddler and has a toddler brain, oh, you need repetition. Got you. But if I am dealing with a grown adult and I've already had the discussion with you and it's not registering, it's not that you can't hold knowledge, information. It's not that you can't comprehend. It's something in your mind saying, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to just let you talk. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. I know you love me enough to deal with my bullshit. I know you ain't got nothing else going on. Where you going to go? Like, I'm going to just let her talk. I'm going to just let her feel like, you know, she putting her foot down or she doing something different. But we all know you going to be right back here. That shit. And women do it too. Women will manipulate the fact that someone actually gives a fuck about them outside of their looks, their hair, the back of that throat. They will manipulate. Okay? So I'm not saying that people don't change in a better way. I'm just saying that shit is hella risky and a huge gamble I'm not willing to deal with or take. And so you really have to ask yourself, are you willing to deal with that bullshit? And if you're not willing to deal with that bullshit, don't take it as, oh, it's something in me that I need to fix, or it's something in me I need to change. Or maybe if I look like this, they will treat me better. Maybe if I did that, they will treat me better. Maybe if I start doing this, they will start to see me as worth it. Listen. Because some people are just so fucking vain that they think that ass is going to fix it. They think the hair is going to fix it. They think the makeup is going to fix it. They think the titties is going to fix it. They think the job is going to fix it. The car is going to fix it. The access, the gifts, the money, the house, trips. There's a lot of lame people with money. Okay? There's a lot of men who look handsome, have 2 jobs, don't have kids, or if they have kids, they take care of their kids. As far as jobs, they look great on paper. If you were explaining them to like your dad or your brother, they'd be like, oh my God, like, yeah, I think I like him. Like, I feel like that's a good fit for you. Blah, blah, blah. And you get to know him and you're just like, aha. I see now. I see why it's been you for this long. I see why your, past relationships got to this time frame and then never evolved into anything better. It was dismissed. I see now. A lot of people are in their own way. A lot of people have this ego pride shit that I ain't changing shit. I've been like this. And if you don't want to deal with it, then don't want to deal with it. And they think them saying that is like, okay, to somebody, okay, that's fine. I'll work with you. You in the wrong generation. Let me say in Bella terms. You in the wrong generation, bucko. A lot of people are fucking tired. A lot of people done had better than you and didn't settle for less. You know what I'm saying? So if you're giving less than what they had and they dismiss that and you're thinking, oh, you just gonna approach it a certain way and dismiss it, you're out of pocket. You could do so much better. You could do so much better. Okay? So if somebody doesn't want to grow into who you're becoming and grow into you, then you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time when you could be living and pouring into something that's really working. That's giving you reciprocation. That's taking that weight off your shoulder. That's allowing you to get it out. That's not disrespecting you because you shared your thought. You shared your feelings. You got vulnerable. So, I say that to say, if someone in your past was okay, they didn't mistreat you, y'all tried a relationship, it didn't work, do not allow them to convince you, why can't we be together? But why can't we be together talk is so dumb. It's so dumb because it's like, it's like a child showing you their old paper that got an A on it on an assignment, so you could give them like fake praise and gratitude and be excited when all they did is change the date on the bullshit. But if they really took a test today on some shit, they're not going to ace that shit, just like that shit ain't the truth. Sometimes there are things people change. But when it comes to relationships and mannerisms and what you need in character and just what's really ingrained in somebody, it's going to come up again. And it's going to feel like a I gotcha shit to the person that got you. And you gonna feel dumb for coming back around and trying it a second time. Okay? It's kind of like watching a movie for the first time. The first time is exciting. And if it's a good movie, you happy you saw it. But you come back and watch that shit again on TBS, because TBS be running all the old shit. You watch that shit again on TBS, you're not going to be really that excited because you know what's coming. So if they never grew into you in the past, and all of a sudden, because y'all went years without each other, now they're supposed to be fixed. No. They about to meet a new you, and you about to see things with the old them. And you might end up with some PTSD from that hoe. I'm just being honest. So they never grew into you, and it's okay. And it's fine. And don't let that shit beat you down because one person didn't grow into who you were becoming. Be better than that, because you better than that. All right? My name is Shan. This is She Gets It. Don't forget to check out shanbypotting.com for what's going on. She Gets It shop. Loudmouth Stereo shop. Okay? Check out the podcast, Loudmouth Stereo, on your podcast platform. Play it. Enjoy it. That's Greg and myself. And, it's going to be back to regular Mondays. I just wanted to drop a bonus on y'all. Peace. I want to thank you for listening to the show. Duh. Catch y'all when I catch y'all, you know what I'm saying?